Moving from one state to another can be a giant pain in the ass. Let's talk about moving to Atlanta, Georgia, the easy way. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Victor with Living in Atlanta, Georgia, and we put out videos every week about what it's like to live in Atlanta and the surrounding suburbs. We talk about the homes in Atlanta, the lifestyle, the schools. If you're thinking about moving to Atlanta or just want to know what it's like to live here, feel free to call, text, or email anytime. Thank you so much to everyone who has reached out. I'm always happy to help. Right now, let's talk about how to make the move to Atlanta, Georgia, and not make it a pain in the ass. Right away, one of the first things you're going to do when thinking about moving to Atlanta is you're going to check out the homes online and see what those homes look like. One of the best options for finding homes online is going to be sites like Zillow or Redfin or Realtor.com. All of the homes that are for sale are on these websites. I assure you there are no secret homes that real estate agents have that they have not put on the MLS or on Zillow. All of the homes that are for sale are on there. So if you're looking for a home, these are some great resources to find homes for sale. And then another thing that can be kind of difficult when you're getting to know a new area is like coming to town and trying to get a feel for that area. And some of the best advice that I have for getting to know the Metro Atlanta area is to check out the downtown part of each suburb. For example, when you're in Woodstock, you really want to see what downtown Woodstock looks like. Or if you're in Swanee, you want to see what town center Swanee looks like. This is where you're going to get the best feel for the city. You're going to get the best feel for what the people are like there and what the area is like and what the commercial areas are like. This is a concentration of the city right there in the downtown area. Once you've kind of figured out what part of Metro Atlanta you want to live in, and maybe you've found a few homes that you want to see, the next step is to give me a call or send me an email, and we can go over any questions that you have about making the move to Atlanta. And that certainly is one thing that we do to make the move easier. We want to make sure that the people who are moving to Atlanta are not taking unnecessary steps or doing things the hard way. We're here in Atlanta to help your move be easier. I can be your eyes and ears on the ground here in Atlanta while you home shop. And when we set up that initial phone call or that initial Zoom call to kind of go over questions that you have about making the move, we can also talk about the different parts of Atlanta, whether you want to live in the city of Atlanta or the suburbs of Atlanta, or which one of the suburbs might be better for you. We can go over all of those things and really get down to figure out what part of Metro Atlanta is best for you and your family. Once we've had that initial phone call to figure out what part of Metro Atlanta you want to live in, we can start setting up some virtual tours to see homes. There's no question that seeing homes in person is very difficult, especially if you're not here in Atlanta physically. Like if you're in Florida or you're in California or New York and you have a list of homes that you're interested in and you want to see what they are actually like, not just the pictures, coming to Atlanta to see those homes can be very difficult if you're having to do that over and over and over. So what we do is we set up virtual tours. I would call you with either FaceTime or a Zoom call from the home and give you like a video tour of the home so you can see what the home is actually like. And of course, I would be there in person to really point out some of the flaws of the home or some of the best parts of the home to give you a better idea of what the home feels like. And so these virtual tours is probably one of the things that makes the moving process the easiest when relocating to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, you might be wondering, like, are you going to make a move to a brand new city without actually having been in the home that you're thinking about purchasing. And we have a great solution for that. So if you find the home that you absolutely love and we do the video tour and you're like, yeah, the video tour looks great as well. We love this home and we want to make an offer to purchase this home. What we would do is during the contract part of purchasing the home, you have the inspection period. And during that inspection period, which is usually about 3 to 5 days, you can terminate a contract for any reason at all without any penalty. So, what many of our clients do is they will make an offer on a home, and then once they go under contract, they will come to the home during the inspection to make sure that it's the home that they've seen in the pictures and it's the home that they've seen in the video tours. And if while you're here in person, you realize there's something about this house that I think is off, or there's something that I didn't really realize about this house, it's not a problem. We terminate that purchase and it's penalty free. So, using that inspection period to make sure that it's the right house is a huge benefit for many of the people who are using us to move to Atlanta, Georgia from another state. One thing that definitely makes your move to a new city very easy is having a lender who is prioritizing customer service. You want to make sure that the lender is on top of making sure that you can get an approval for your loan. You want to make sure that they're checking things like flood certification so that they don't surprise you with anything the day before closing. A good lender is going to answer the phone on nights and weekends. So you really have to be careful with using some of the big name banks because those lenders tend to have business hours or bank hours, as you would imagine, and they don't answer the phone on nights and weekends. But the fact is that most real estate is done on nights and weekends. This is where we go to see homes. This is when inspections happen. And if the lender is not available to answer questions when things come up during a purchase, and things always come up during a purchase, if the lender's not available to answer the phone or answer questions, that can make your purchase experience very difficult. So you want to make sure that the lender is answering the phone or is easy to reach. One way that you can figure out if your lender is going to be easily accessible is when you apply for a pre-approval, you can see how long it takes for them to get you an answer for your pre-approval. It really should only take 24 to 48 hours for a lender to have your pre-approval for you once you have submitted all of the documents. If a lender takes more than 48 hours to get you a pre-approval, that's not the right lender that you want to work with. Okay, so we figured out what part of Atlanta we want to live in. We toured a bunch of homes. We're finally under contract, and the day comes for closing. Do you have to be here in person to sign for the closing paperwork to purchase your home? And the answer is no. You can be anywhere in the country, in fact, anywhere in the world, to sign for your closing documents online or in person at a different title company. So if you live in Florida, you can sign at a title company in Florida for your home in Georgia. No matter what state you're in, you can sign from that state to purchase a home here in Georgia. And what we would do is set up that remote closing or that mail away closing to make sure that all of your closing documents get to your title company near your home so that signing is a much more convenient process for closing. There really are a lot of moving parts when it comes to moving from one state to another. If you're not sure where to start, check out this video. I'll see you in the next one.